Hi everyone, welcome to Board of Tanks with StewyJP. I'm Stewy, you're not. It's an Extravaganza day, Saturday Extravaganza, that's right. Kicking us off is Panzerburner. It's going to be 4 replays in one video. Panzerburner from Hordeclad in the Centurion 7-1. That's the one that leads to the Centurion Action X, the Tier 9 British medium tank. It's got one of the tanks that where its premium and standard ammunition is a little bit different. We'll go through that right now. You can see he's got APCR, armor piercing composite rigid ammunition loaded. That's standard ammunition for this bad boy, 390 alpha damage for 268 penetration. The premium is the Hesh, 480 damage, so a higher alpha damage but a lower amount of penetration, which is how Hesh works. 210 penetration for 480 alpha damage compared to 390 alpha damage, 268 penetration. There's an HE option there with a little bit less penetration, but of course that's the HE option, pretty handy for resetting caps and all that kind of stuff. You can see he's got a good amount of all 3 kinds of ammunition loaded up in this bad boy, and he's already picked up 826 damage on Muravanka. One of his teammates have been killed though, the T10, the top tier in this game, top tier Russian heavy tank, has been taken out pretty early. Not sure where he died. The T10 on the enemy team got the kill, so it must have been possibly around here somewhere. I didn't notice it. Hopefully you did. 0-1's the score. Looks like his team have just rolled onto the cap, but the enemy team, looking at the minimap, the enemy team have got a pretty good presence on the cap circle. In fact, a good presence is understating it. They've got 2 sitting on the cap, and just an E75 and the SU-130PM, along with a couple of baby bat chats trying to look at resets. A minute and a half to go on the cap timer though, and of course with Encounter Battle. Encounter Battle, if you haven't played it before, takes a long time to takes a much longer time to cap the cap, probably double what a normal cap will take as Panzerburner farms a little bit of damage into the Emil 2. I reckon that Emil 2 might be reloading now, and the IS-3A cleans him up. As does the T10 goes down, the Batchat 12T goes down. This is a 2-tier battle, Tier 9 and Tier 8, as Panzerburner pops some more damage into another T10, and that brings the score back to 4-2. He hasn't got a kill yet, but his teammates have 2,370 damage done so far, 929 assisted damage, continuing to roll around, looking at more damage on these bad boys. There's still plenty of tanks to shoot at over here, and it looks like his teammates might have the cap circle covered. If you haven't played this game mode before, this is the Encounter Battle. There's only 1 cap on the map, and that's on the western flank of Muravanka, and of course he's also on a mission to ram him. But the objective, of course, as always, is to kill everybody or to cap the base. Looks like there's a bit of a fight happening on the cap, and of course now that lead has been diminished. It's back to an even ball game now, 4-4. A good amount of tanks on each team over there on the western flank, and you can see there the cap timer is still at 3 minutes. His teammates have just blocked the cap. That's another thing you can do with encounter mode. If you roll onto the cap while the enemy team are trying to cap you out, you just it stops the timer, and that's what looks like it might have happened just then. Of course, your team has to be the only team on the cap if you're going to be able to cap the base out. Panzerburner though, looking over there towards a Progetto. 1 shot is enough. Picks up his first kill. Brings that scoreboard back into a little bit more even. Still down by 1. 6-7's the score. 1 kill to Panzerburner from Hordeclad. In the Centurion 7-1, the Tier 9 British medium tank, 2,720 hit points of damage done. 929 assisted damage as he looks towards that light tank, looking for a little bit more of cheeky damage. Gets some assisted damage as the defender gets taken out by artillery, the GW Tiger P. And just like yesterday's video, we're looking at some pretty good Asian server matchmaking here. 2 tiers. 2 tiers is the preference on the Asian matchmaker, and that's what our friends in the EU, Russia, America are all looking forward to. Hopefully they get it pretty soon. 7-8 the score now. Panzerburner gets another little bit of damage into the AMX 1390, who also puts a shot into him. Looks like artillery is certainly interested. This could be an opportunity to get a ram kill. No, you won't get the ram kill mission because it has to be of a higher tier. That's how I get that. Maybe that's the downside of the matchmaking. He puts a shot through that big pile of firewood down there, and he doesn't want to lose sight of the AMX 1390, but he also doesn't want to lose too much health. He finally gets the kill on the Tier 9 auto-loading French light tank, the AMX 1390, and that brings his total damage up to nearly 4,000 hit points. Only one enemy tank left anywhere near the cap, and that's the 110. And I guess Panzerburner's probably not too concerned about the 110. Probably wants to look at that massive amount of hit points on the T95, and he'll be licking his lips. Now, is the T95 aiming his way? Nope. It looks like he might have the back of the Tier 9, very, very slow moving American tank destroyer. Now he might have his side. He blind shots just as the T95 reappears, but you can't blame him for that. He still has his side. Can he get a tracking shot? No, it looks like he might already be tracked. Gets another 356 damage. Brings his damage count up to 4,718. But unfortunately, Defender gets taken out by the enemy artillery, bringing the score back to 10-9. One more shot into the side of the T95 lets the M40, M43 drop a shell on the T95's head, and that brings the score back to 11-9. They're up by 2 tanks now. Panzerburner will be liking his chances here. He gets a little bit stunned by artillery, but only loses 197 hit points. And Scorpion G over there looks like he's trying to finish off the IS-3A. Panzerburner sees his opportunity to get some more damage. Hopefully he doesn't get there quite in time to save his teammate, but that Scorpion G, he's got the HE loaded, only gets him for 158 hit points. The HE can certainly do more alpha damage than the standard rounds, and HE should be sufficient for the turret of the Scorpion G compared to the Hesh. Let's see if he can make it work. Gets the kill for 260 hit points. That's his 3rd kill, and now the score's 12-10. He's going to go on a look. I reckon he's going to go hunting for artillery now. Is artillery down here? Yeah, he looks at the arrow where the artillery shot came from, so he knows that artillery's down here in this corner. Let's hope he doesn't get too close to the water. We all know what artillery drivers can do sometimes. Not all of them, but there goes one of them for 400 hit points, the M40, M43. Unfortunately, he loses his ammo rack to the GW Tiger. Looking for the outline of that, the top of the artillery piece. He wants to get this last kill for kill number 5. His crew's still stunned. He can't fix his ammo rack, but the friendly GW Tiger P confirms that last kill, and that wraps it up for a win, 15-10 on Muravanka. Let's have a look at the battle result before we get the next replay ready. It's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for the old mate Panzerburner. Panzerburner from Horde Clan. He's also got the Hand of God for surviving and winning the battle, having received damage from at least 4 different enemy tanks. Spotter medal, the Bruiser medal, Duelist, Fighter, 5 for effect. He got a bond for the high caliber for doing more damage than anybody else. Nearly 6,000 hit points of damage. 5,914 hit points of damage in that little performance. 4 kills, 1465 base experience. He fired 20 shots, 16 hit, 15 penetrated, and nearly 2,000 assisted damage, which certainly would have helped for his score. And that Ace Tanker, 64,303 credits, that's after tax. With a premium account, it did have maybe a clan booster or a personal reward of, looks like a 50% bonus, because it's 41,000 extra credits, but that's what you do. That's what you do when you're grinding the credits and you're having those ripper of a games. Well played, Panzerburner from Horde Clan, as we get ready for our second replay. Our second replay is going to feature our old mate SqueezyLemon. Yep, that's his name, folks. SqueezyLemon, NFG featured in yesterday's replay. And I think maybe a prerequisite to join NFG is to have an interesting in-game name. Maybe that's Maybe that's how they roll over at NFG Clan. I'm not too sure. Anyway, SqueezyLemon's in the Tier 8 Premium French Light Tank, the ELC EVEN 90, the one that's considerably difficult to shoot at sometimes. It's pretty fast and it's very, very small. He's gone on a bit of a spotting run. He's already picked up nearly 500 assisted damage by spotting the AMX CDC and the Striv. Make that 943 assisted damage. The Batchat 12T, the baby Batchat, is over there trying to help. But SqueezyLemon is running around like it feels like a lawnmower, this bad boy. I haven't played it for some time, but wow, he bounces the shot. Well, his tracks eat the shot from the Batchat 12T. It is a 3-shot autoloader. He puts a couple of shots into the ELC EVEN 90 on the enemy team, nearly takes him out, but he doesn't want to hang around there and give the enemy team an opportunity to get rid of him. The Patch at 12T on the enemy team is down to very low hit points. He loses his commander. Big quick tap at the 6 key fixes the commander. I'm a 4 key kind of guy myself, but quick tap at the 6 key fixes his commander, and he waits for that auto loading gun to reload and continues to buzz around Melanovka. He's on a mission to do some capping stuff or defending the cap. Let's see how that one works. This is another encounter battle. SqueezyLemon from NFG in the ELC EVEN 90, the Tier 8 auto-loading premium French light tank. Let's have a look at the gun while we're waiting for him to get back into the action. It's a 90mm gun. That's where the ELC EVEN 90 gets the 90 from. 90mm gun, 220 alpha damage. 125 penetration with standard. 215 with APCR, which is premium ammunition. He puts 2 into the... makes that 3. Puts 3 shots into the Rimmy Borsig Waffentrager. Takes him down to 220 hit points. This is an all Tier 8 game, so he doesn't have to worry about the those pesky Tier 10s. The pesky Tier 10s can be pretty challenging in this tank. But this tank, because it's so small, and if you've got a good crew in it, and you can see he's painted. He doesn't have a camouflage net, but he has painted it. That's all going to help make the tank more invisible. The smaller a tank is, the better its camouflage rating is going to be. Finds the AMX CDC, waits to aim, pulls back so the trees are opaque. This is a very good tactic, especially in a light tank. This is a very, very good tactic to do. You roll back so that the bushes, you can no longer see through them, and that minimises the chance of the enemy team seeing you as you're shooting through those bushes. Puts a couple of shots into the CDC. Not sure where the third one went. I think the third one might have missed. He's up to 1,634 damage, 2,000 assisted damage. He'll already be rubbing his hands together saying, wow, this is looking like a pretty good game. Unfortunately, the IS-3 who came to help didn't quite survive that little episode. Looks again towards the CDC, bounces the CDC. The CDC driver will be pretty happy about that one. The CDC goes down though to the Rimmy Borsig Waffentrager. Unfortunately, the SU-130PM on SqueezyLemon's team just got taken out by the Louis as well. 4-2 is the score. 1,634 damage done. 2,293 assisted damage. His gun's reloading, and that's the thing with this tank. It's only a 3-shot autoloader, so you've got to sort of, like any autoloader, need to time your shots, time your runs, time your pushes, all that kind of stuff. And of course, with this thing, look how funny it looks as it's going down the hill. It sounds like a lawnmower, and of course, it looks like that. There was a movie in the 80s called, was it Wall.E or something like that? It was a movie in the when I was a kid, a long time ago. Hopefully, he doesn't get squashed. He nearly gets squashed by the Nameless, rolling down the hill, clearly looking for whoever might be camping down there. Finds the Lorraine, auto aims on him and shoots. Doesn't I think the Lorraine got killed just before SqueezyLemon fired his gun. Auto aims again, looks at the back of the JP2, slows down because he's only got one round remaining. Wants to make it count. Puts one into the back of the Tier 8 German tank destroyer. Now the enemy team are capping this one, but SqueezyLemon doesn't really care because it does take a long time, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, and also the other replay with my old mate Panzerburner. It does take a long time to cap it out on encounter battle. So you can deal with these, whoever's camping down here in the south, you can deal with them and then address the cap in a little bit. Well, let's look out though. He doesn't want to get shot by the JP2. Shoots him 3 times, and that's his first kill in this game. 10-7's a score. He wants to wait till he goes unspotted. He wants to hope he'd love it if his friends got rid of that ELC EVEN 90 over there in the north. They do, and now SqueezyLemon with a minute and a half left on the cap timer can go about spotting the base and also spotting that Louis and the IS-3 in IS-3A in some very, very interesting positions. Now use the undulations of the land over here near the cap. He's still trying to spot cap, but he also wants to keep those heavy tanks lit so he can pick up some more assisted damage. He's up to nearly 5,000 assisted damage now, and there's the ELC EVEN 90 on the enemy team sitting on the cap. He spots the ELC EVEN 90. He knows he knows he's lit himself, so he keeps moving rather than trying to reset the cap himself. There's no rush to do that. He doesn't need to rush to reset the cap. There you go. 242 assisted damage on the enemy ELC EVEN 90. That resets the cap again. It's still 3 minutes and 15 seconds to cap this one out. So he doesn't really care again. He doesn't really care about the ELC EVEN 90. Wants to continue to get that assisted damage on those heavy tanks who are in... I don't know, they're in terrible positions. Like, I don't know. Is that a good position on this map for a heavy tank right out in the middle of the open fields? I can see why they were there. I can see why they were there, because they were shooting at the tanks that were up on the ridge. 13-8 the score now. 7,000 assisted damage. 2,500 damage done. He's going to run down this ELC EVEN 90 on the enemy team, who's not even aiming his way. One shot into the side of him. 2 shots for his second kill. Now he's got 1 round remaining. Looking towards the SDAT. Auto aims. Turns off the auto aims. Shoots him once. Takes him down to 50 hit points. And his friends clean up the Japanese medium tank, and we'll call that one a win as well. 15-8. Let's have a look at the result screen. It is an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. An Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for SqueezyLemon 1. SqueezyLemon 1. What a cool in-game name. From NFG Clan. And what a great bunch of blokes with all those in-game names. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Spot Up Medal, 5 for Effect, 6 bonds. You got the Scout and the Patrol Duty. Look at all that assisted stuff he did. And this is all going to add up to massive credits. You know that. 1,673 base experience. That's the base score, folks. That's not with the daily double multiplier or a premium account or anything like that. 2,932 damage done. 2 kills, 7,692 assisted damage, and a look at those credits. 220,397 credits. That's after tax with a premium account. It did have a 70,000 credit booster on, which could have been a credit booster, it could have been a clan thing, but even without that it would have been 150,000 credits, which is pretty good for a 7-minute game in the ELC EVEN 90. SqueezyLemon, great work, my old mate. SqueezyLemon, what an in-game. I still reckon these in-game names on the Aussie server are certainly second to none. Speaking of good in-game names, this is my old mate Stewy. Not me, the other Stewy. No relation. Stewy with a Y from 1AR clan. Now don't blink in this game. This game does not go for too long. Stewy's playing on the new map, Hidden Empire's Border, not Hidden Village, that was the other one. Empire's Border is in a tier 4 and a tier 5 game. Another great example of the Aussie and the Asian server matchmaking. He's on, what did I say it was called? Empire's Border. Empire's Border. He's driving the Sherman 3. The Sherman 3 at tier 5. That's the British. I had to check, didn't I? That's the British medium tank. The Sherman 3, going up the hill slowly to try to get up to where all the action seems to happen on this map. He's got the derp gun happening. Heat rounds, 350 alpha damage, 101 penetration, 410 for the high explosive rounds for 53 penetration. So it's a little bit of a different kind of gun. And talk about different. That's a different one, alright. Gets the kill. First kill, the STVZ-39. The STVZ-39, what's that? Tier 4 Swedish, I guess. Medium tank. Here's Stewy up there on the hill, looking for some more action up around near the base. He's already got 1 kill for 350 damage, getting rid of the STVZ-39. I'm gonna guess Czechoslovakian. They had names like that at pretty low tiers. He's got the derp loaded, looking at the P43. He loves the derp guns. He loves the other crazy stuff. He's active on Twitch and Twitch and YouTube, and links will be down below. A hell of a nice guy and a very good player as well. Doesn't manage to penetrate the AMX-40. That's the duck tank. The duck tank it's unpenetrable. It's made out of something pretty good. Gets a kill on the toaster tank though. That's his second kill, and brings the score back to 3-2. They're winning this one. Bounces the P43. kicking back here in a hold down position. Now this is a British medium tank. It looks American. I nearly said American at the start, and I did a quick Google while we were going through that one. Gets 87 hit points with the derp into the top of the turret of the AMX 40. 3-2's the score. Stewy from 1A Arkland in the Sherman III, the British Tier 5 medium tank. There's another kill. Gets rid of the P43. Sends him back to the garage. 5-3, 5-4 the score now. And he's waiting for that duck tank to come and pop its little head up above the ridge. There he goes for kill number 4. 6-4 the score now. 1,290 hit points of damage done. He's in the base looking for that PZ4H. This will be good. This will be a good one. Once his gun loads. That's his 5th kill. 8-4 now the score. 1,400 damage. Quick mouthful of coffee as the other Stewy, no relation, rolls over the hill, aims. What's that? I don't even know what that tier 4 thing is, but he's been sent back to the garage. 9-4 the score. That's 6 kills. He's already got the top gun. And now he's rolling around behind these rocks. Looking at the T-28's clearly his next target. He's down to 100 hit points. This is going to be epic a bit later. He lands it. There's only 9 seconds left on the cap. He'll be hoping his teammates get off the cap. Now, someone does get off the cap. Back to 20 seconds because he wants to get more kills. He's 1 kill away from a Radley Walters here, folks. 7 kills to the other Stewy from 1A Arkland. Shoots and tracks the M4. Does 0 damage in that shot. That's not how HE is supposed to work. 1,765 damage done. That's not too bad for Tier 5. Bounces the M4. The M4 looks like he's switched to HE as well. Going by the sound of that last shot, the Valentine at Tier 4. Gee, that took a long time to get there. That's the Radley Walters. 13-6 is the score. Only 2 enemy tanks remaining. There's that M4 again. Let's see if he bounces him again, but that's okay because the Type T-34 picks up the kill on that American Tier 5 medium tank. Just 1 enemy tank remaining. It's the SPG. That'll be the grill. We don't know where he is. I'm not sure if Stewy's going to be able to find him. He's done 8 kills. Yes, he does find him. Look out. He'll be aiming. Oh, not much to aim at. The unfortunate thing about these derp guns is they do take a long time to aim. PZ4H, it's going to be a race here. PZ4H with another funny in-game name, Pujo. He auto aims and shoots, doesn't quite land it. He's going to get the ram kill. He will. He does. He gets the ram kill. I don't think he survived the ram, but high five. That's 9 kills to me old mate Stewy from 1A Arkland. That's not me. That's the other Stewy. Stewy with a Y is what I often affectionately refer to him as. Hell of a nice bloke. He's on Twitch and YouTube as well. Make sure you check him out. That was an Ace Tanker Mastery badge in the Sherman III, the British version of the American Sherman at Tier 5. Eye for an eye medal for simultaneously destroying and getting killed by the same enemy. That was for the ram kill at the end. If he had a little bit more hit points, he probably wouldn't have been killed, but certainly worth it for the giggles. He would have said, no worries, hold my beer, I've got this. This is exactly what I want to do. What a brilliant way to finish the game. Bruiser medal, duelist, 5 for effect, 5 bonds for that little performance. The Radley Walters for getting, how many kills did he get? 9 in the end. High caliber, and of course the top gun. 2003 hit points of damage, 9 kills, 1333 base experience. Look at all those zeros though, or all those scores under 100. That could, if he hadn't have done that, that result would have certainly have been a hell of a lot different. 6,137 credits, that's after tax, with a premium account, no boosters or anything, but another brilliant example of the Aussie/Asian servers matchmaking. Stewy with a Y from 1A Arkland in the Sherman III. Let's move on to our final replay in today's Saturday Extravaganza. This is Gloster, Gloster 173 from the Squirrels, Flying Squirrels Australia, is running around in the Wz-120-1G-FT. That's a Tier 8. That's a Tier 8 Chinese tank destroyer. And I'll be honest with you, I don't even know if it's premium or standard. I'm Googling it. I'm Googling it right now. And it is the premium version. Of course it is a premium version. Trust me, I'm a community contributor. I know exactly what I'm doing. That's okay. Here we go. He's up in the spot here where you often see medium tanks up in this position on Al Haluf. You often see medium tanks in this position, but he's going to make it work. He's going to make it work with this Chinese tank destroyer. Like I said, it's the premium one, and doesn't managed to penetrate the side of the defender. I don't think he'd be too happy with that. That probably should have went through. 248 penetration, 440 alpha damage with standard ammunition, and that Comet was never going to not cop a shot from this big Chinese gun. What did I say? 440 alpha, 248 penetration with standard. Heat, which is premium, is 310. Gloster kicking back up here, where you often see the medium tanks go on El Haluf, is in the Chinese tank destroyer, the Wz-120-1G-FT. Not sure about the naming system they use over there in China, but it's enough to make me forget what tank's what, that's for sure. 0-1 the score. He is on a mission, and he's done most of it. He's on a mission to get a first class, but the secondary mission is going to be to get an ace tanker, and that's what he wants. He wants to get these secondary missions, which he needs to get 3 ace tanker mastery badge in any Chinese or Russian tank to get the secondary condition for. And of course, with the you get the secondary condition with these final lot of. For mission 15, you'll get an order, so you can use that order to skip a future mission, or you can, and you also get the secondary rewards as well, which don't come up on there what the secondary rewards are, but it's an order, and it'll be credits, or it might be something like that. Looking at the T25-2 sends him back to the garage. 4-zip the score now. 1227 damage done. 240 damage blocked. Kicking back on here. Look at the AT7. The AT7 can be challenging to penetrate, at least for me when I'm playing these tier 8 tanks. He's got the camo on there. Have a look at that. That's the Christmas camo from the Christmas Holiday Ops event. 5-zip the score. Looking at the AT7 saying, come on man, poke. I'd take that shot. Good choice, Gloster. Gloster 173 from the Squirrels in the Wz-120-1FT. He's already up to 2,000 damage, and this AT7, I think that AT7 just didn't like the look of the scoreboard and just YOLO'd straight towards Gloster. And how do you YOLO in something so slow? I don't know, but he did, and he went back to the garage, which is probably what his objective may have been. Or maybe he was trying to make a really gutsy move. Who knows what he was thinking. 7-0 is the score on El Haluf. 2,477 damage done. Gloster's on a mission. His mission is to get an ace. Let's see if he can do it. He's already got 2,500 damage. He's already blocked a bit as well. Still got nearly 900 hit points up his sleeve. So I think he's deciding he's going to get a little bit gutsy, come around this little hill, and maybe try to inspire his team to push down this one line, wind it up, and get himself an ace tanker replay to send to StewyJP. Looking at the Ferdinand. Now, Ferdinand's on full health. He doesn't want to get into a brawl with it. Not while he's only on 850 odd hit points. He wants to wait until somebody whittles down that Ferdinand. But 2 shots should be enough to get rid of the T28 prototype. There's one of them. Takes him down to 338 hit points. Using his mobility to try to get to the sides of the American turreted tank destroyer. Sends him back to the garage as well for kill number 3. 8-2 the score. 3 kills for Gloster 173 from the Squirrels. Gee, that was a big one. Auto aims and misses. 3,218 damage. That was a big shot from the Scorpion G. 453 hit points, took him down to 29. I mean, the results, the game's not looking too bad, but only 29 hit points. That's a one shot for anybody left in the team. 9-2's the score. The Scorpion G still on full health. That's clearly who Gloster's looking to get a revenge shot into. Something's just hit him for 222. Maybe one of the TDs that's going across the valley. 9-2 the score, waiting for that Scorpion G. Throws a blindy in. He's got HE loaded now. Putting a few HE rounds into where he thinks the Scorpion G might be. Not sure if any of them hit, because that Scorpion is down. Well, now he's about to die. There he goes. The LT-432 takes him, and Gloster decides it's time for another flanking maneuver. He's got heat loaded this time for the kill on the Crusader SP. That brings the score back to 12-2. 4 kills to Gloster 173 from the Squirrels. 3,500 hit points of damage done. 470 damage blocked. And the back of the FCM. He won't want premium for this, but he'll take the 488 hit points. Switches back to normal armor piercing rounds. That FCM. Here's a one shot. He bounces the FCM shot, puts the final shot in, kills him, carries the game, winds it up, and that is not a bad result for Gloster 173. Gloster 173 from the Squirrels in the WZ-120 Wz-120-1G-FT, the tank that I don't know much about. Never driven it. It's a premium Chinese Tier 8 tank destroyer, but it looks pretty fun. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Bruiser, Duelist, Fighter, 5 for effect. He got a Bond for that little performance. The Spartan Medal for surviving when he was on such low health. That's from the FCM right at the end. And of course the High Caliber for doing more damage than anyone else. 4,765 hit points of damage done, 5 kills, 1481 base experience. He fired 15 shots, 13 hit, 12 went through. A little bit sniped, but most of it was up close and personal to all those enemy tanks in that game. And he made nearly 100,000 credits as well. Not too bad at all. Once again, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for the replays. Gloster 173 from the Squirrels in the WZ. Stewy, the other Stewy with a Y from 1AR. Don't forget to check him out on Twitch and YouTube as well. Links were down below, along with all the other stuff that I put down there. SqueezyLemon from NFG, one of those blokes with that awesome in-game names, and of course Panzerburner in the Centurion Mark 7-1. Thanks again for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care and see you all next time.